Office. My group consists of 4 members. Myself, Pinky Molan. I have my colleague here, Sarah Henquist. And we have Ms. Ganchani Abraham, and we have Ms. Dijane Nick towards my very right. Our group will be presenting on the natural region, particularly focusing on the low coastal plain. We will be looking at the features and the activities, human activities carried out on the low coastal plain. Good afternoon, everyone. Good. So today, for our social studies, we will be looking at the natural regions. Here we have a map of Guyana showing its natural region. So Guyana has 4 natural regions. We have the highland region, the hilly Sinai Clear region, the interior savannas, and the low coastal plain. Today our focus will be on the low coastal plain. Now, before I tell you what the low coastal plain is, do anyone of you have an idea on what the low coastal plain is? No? It's right up to the sea level. Okay, very well. Any other idea? No? Okay. So, the low coastal plain is the part of Guyana near the sea. So this part is the sea and this is the low coastal plain. It's where most people live. So let's read.
The low coastal plain is the part of land near the sea where most people live.
Good. So now we know what the low coastal plain is. We will now focus on some of the features of the low coastal plain. I will now hand you over to Ms. Sarah to introduce the first feature.
The first feature we'll be looking at is the mangroves. Does anyone know what are mangroves? No? Mangroves are special trees that grow near the sea and can live in salty water. Here I have a model of a mangrove. Now can you tell me what you see? An animal? So we have turtles, crabs, and fish. So now these mangroves, they help to take in bad gases so that we can breathe better. Mangroves also protect us from the flood. Now I will hand you over to the table. Look at this landscape. When you hear the word landscape, what comes to mind? Anybody? Alright, yes, it's what you see on the land, right? And it's also what the land is made of. If it's have hills, or it's have mountains, and so on. So, do you think on the low coastal plain where we have hills and mountains? Sarah? Alright, no. On the low coastal plain we don't have hills and mountains. What we have flat lands, right? Flat or terrain land. Now on these lands, it is more easier for us to plant and do vegetation, also so their animals. And it is also, the low coastal plain here is also where we have Guyana's largest population, right? It means that most of the people in Guyana live here other than here. Why do you think people cannot live in the interior savanna and the hilly sand and clear region and so? Anybody? Alright, people cannot live there because whenever those areas are hilly, we cannot go and build a school on top of a hill. How will we go to the school? Will we climb the hill? So basically, the landscape on the low coastal plain is flat and terrain land, right? So we will now move on to the next feature.
So the next feature is types of soil found on the low coastal plain. Does anybody know what soil is? No? Okay. Soil is the top layer of the earth that plants grow on, right? So now we have
are three main types of soil that is found on the low coastal plain. Can anybody name one or two? Sandy, clay, and loam. So, the sandy type of soil, this is made up of small, loose particles and does not hold water, or the water passes through it easily. So now we have the clay soil. This type of soil has small particles and becomes very sticky when it is wet. It also retains water very well. That means the water does not pass through it as easily as the sand. So now we have loam soil. This type of soil is a mixture of sand and clay, and it is very rich in nutrients. This type of soil, it retains moisture, but allows the extra water to drip out of it. So now I have some samples of this type of soil. So this is a sandy soil. This is the clay. And this is the loam. Does everybody observe a difference from these three types of soil? Yes. Okay. So, to recap what we did today, can anybody name the type of soil that we just looked at? Sandy, clay, and loam. Okay. So I now hand you over to the next speaker.
The next feature we'll be looking at is drainage and irrigation. Now, before I get into it, does anybody know what the term drainage or irrigation means? No? Proper drainage in the environment. What about irrigation? Very well? No? Okay. So now, drainage is a way to get rid of extra water and moisture from the place. So drainage, think of it like a sink, right? The water drains out. And irrigation, it is the process of adding water to crops to help them grow. It's like watering the plant, right? Now, another diagram here of drainage and irrigation. We have the surface water, which is the river stream. We get water from there to water plants, and we also get water from the ground. We also have water from reservoirs. We also get water from the rain, of course. That is irrigation. That's how we get water. Drainage. Water would run off whenever we have excessive water. It would run off into the rivers or the river streams, right? Okay. Any questions? Are we there? Okay. So we'll now move on to the activities carried out by the human on the low coastal plain. Okay, so now we'll be looking at some activities that are done on the low coastal plain. So I'll be looking at rice farming. Does anybody know what rice farming is? Planting rice, correct. Okay, so rice farming is basically when farmers plant rice on a large field, and it takes a few months to grow. And when it is finished growing, they cut it and they send it to the stores so that people could buy it. Has anybody seen a rice field? Where they plant rice? Okay. So here we have a picture of a rice field. So you can see here that the field is full with a lot of water, and they are the rice plants growing here. Everybody understands? Okay. So now I have some samples of what the paddy looks like.
what the rice, looks like before it is planted. It is called paddy. And then I have a rice plant that could also be seen in the image here. Then we have what the rice looks like after the farmers cut it and package it to sell. So does everybody understand what rice farming is? Can anybody tell me briefly what rice farming is?
Planting rice on a large piece of land.
Correct. I will now hand you over to the next teacher to do the next speech.
Human activity we're going to look at. Okay, before I go on to that, does anyone know of another human activity done on the road coastal plain? Alright. So on the road coastal plain, we also do cane field cultivation. There is a planting of sugar cane, right? So because the land is fertile enough and with the proper irrigation, drainage and irrigation system, we are able to plant sugarcane on this land. Now, on the low coastal plain, a large amount of sugarcane is planted. So, do you know that sugarcane is a major contributor to Guyana's economy? It is the most largest because from the cane, what is our end product? We have sugar, and sugar it actually sells to other countries, and so it adds to Guyana economy, right? So it is also where the population also get their jobs from. People actually depend on it for a living. So in the field, they will have, when the cane grows, they will have the cane harvesters, they're going to cut the cane, it will then go to the factory. When you go to the factory, it's going to grind, then it's going to go under the process of making the sugar, then it's going to package in the factory and sell to customers. Okay? So you think you understand? So we're going to move on to our next human activity. On the low coastal plain, people also do fishing. Right? Why do you think they do fishing on the low coastal plain? Yes, to catch fish, yes. To earn a living and so. And most importantly, because we are close to where? Yes, we are close to the sea, and because we are close to the sea, it becomes a job in the natural region. People would actually go out with their boats and their fishing nets and their ice boxes and so, and they would make their catch. When they come in, they would actually sell it to fishery. There is a large ice truck going to come and purchase their fish. Or some people would prefer to go around and sell it themselves to earn a living. Right? So we will now move on to another activity done on the local side.
Farm animals. Can anyone tell me what are some farm animals that you know of?
Cattle.
How? Anything else? So we have some sheep, a goat, a cow, a horse, chicken, and duck. So from these animals we get food like milk and meat. So from cow, what do we get? And from sheep? And from chicken, what do we get? Eggs. Okay. So without these animals, we can't have meat, we can't have milk, and we can't have eggs. So we have to keep these animals healthy by feeding them so it will benefit us. I will now hand you over to the next person to do the next human activity. So another human activity on the low coastal plain is vegetation of fruits and vegetables. Now before I get into it, does anybody know what it means? Excellent, planting of fruits and vegetables. Now, the low coastal plain is suitable to plant fruits and vegetables because we know it is rich in soil And also we also know that the land is flat, right? That makes it suitable to grow fruits and vegetables. Here I have some examples of fruits and vegetables grown on the local surface. We have sugar, we have mangoes, we have bora, cocoas, and we have many more items. Good. Any questions? Any questions? No. So, fruits and vegetables are important to us humans because we know it helps to make us strong and healthy. Good. So before we close off this lesson on natural region, particularly the low coastal plain, the activity, I have a breakdown of the map of Guyana here. And each one of you will use a crayon and you will color the low coastal plain area. You can look on the board, look at the map here, and look at the map you have here. And do so. They only have. Remember, you're only coloring the low coastal plain, no other natural region. Okay, this is excellent. Great. Great. Good. So now to conclude this lesson, we all can identify the low coastal plain on the map of Guyana. Could you remind me some of the features carried out on the low coastal plain? Some of the features on the low coastal plain is forest farming, excellent. Landscape, soil and landscape. Very well. We also have the drainage and irrigation system. Could you remind me of some of the activities, human activities carried out there? Fishing, very well. Livestock. Excellent. Good. So, do we have any questions? We're all clear. Okay, so that is the end of